Hello YouTubers. In this video I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to capture or download videos from YouTube and audio from YouTube. Some of the questions is why would people want to do that? These things are up and available on YouTube, but in my experience there's a couple reasons why you'd want to do that type of stuff. Sometimes you don't always have an internet connection, and if you want to save some of these videos. Also, people can take down their content. If you saw a video you liked and you tried to go look for it again, it could be taken down and you wouldn't be able to see it anymore. And there's probably other reasons, but sometimes you just lose your stuff in your search history and you can't find that video over again, and it'd be a good thing to capture it. So you're going to need some software to do it. I'm sure there's 100 different ways to do this, up including what I'm doing right here, which is videotaping, a screen, or even when it comes to music or something like that, you can listen to the radio and capture it with some audio device, right? So I'm not sure legal-wise, I'm sure copying music, especially, or even people's videos are probably not fully 100% legal. Definitely you could say that with some positivity. There are certain circumstances where things are copyrighted and whatnot. Not sure that everything's illegal that way. So it's kind of in a mixed bag. But anyways, if you're interested in how to do it, what you'll need is a computer. And I've got an old notebook here. Netbook, I guess they call them back in the days. So I tend to use a spare computer for this, just because when you install some of this software, there could be malware or who knows. There's 100 different reasons. And one of the biggest things I've seen is this netbook that I've got here. It's an older Acer 1 type style. It's only got like a gig of processor and a gig of RAM. And the software that I'm going to show you, which is the FreeMaker software there, it loads some Microsoft C++ distributables, and so the video runs choppy, after on YouTube when I'm doing it live, or even when I'm doing some of the playbacks, while I've got those distributables and the FreeMaker installed. So yeah, I can always, I've narrowed it down, and I've said, yeah, it's definitely those executable. You can go to the control panel and uninstall them, just like you can uninstall the FreeMaker and those Microsoft C++ distributables, and then it runs normal again. So it definitely loads up something that does some capturing or something, which bogs down your computer. So I don't like to do it on my primary one. But enough about that. So you'll need a computer, you'll need an internet connection, obviously, to connect to YouTube, and then you'll need at least one piece of software. I'm going to talk about video a little later, but this FreeMake from freemake.com, FreeMake.com, and it's a FreeMake video downloader. And this is after you install the software. This is what the screen looks like, and all you need to do when you do that is you go over to YouTube, and I've done this fairly popular a year ago, this video of a GoPro on a dog. And so you'll click on the video you want to watch. It's going to come up on the screen, and we'll see how my screen's running today. And once you get the URL up here, you can highlight the URL. I'll finally make that audio go away for the commercial. It doesn't matter that the commercial on, because what I'm doing is highlighting the URL, and then do a Control-C to copy it, or any way you want to copy it. You can right-click to copy it. And there's the video playing, and actually you can see how it's a little jumpy with this FreeMaker in there. It's not terribly bad, but some videos are worse than others, especially when you start downloading. So I'll Alt-Tab over to the FreeMake video downloader, and it's got this paste URL button. So you'll paste it, and then some options will come up. It puts it in queue here, and it's going to come up with a bunch of options depending on the quality of the video that was in YouTube. Some people have high def 1080, some people have 720, and it gets even worse than that. So it says choose your quality, and you got MP4, sometimes you have GP3, sometimes you have FLV. Those are extensions that are saved. Obviously you'll need something that plays those videos later on if you want to do them independently. And they got this one actually is a high def, and they got 720, and they got associated sizes over here. And this is only a 36-second one. Once you get these hour-long or 2-hour, if you want to do a sports event or a college bowl game or something like that, I've done in the past. But let me pick some reasonable quality here. Let me go this one here. Let me go 720, 13 megs. And it's got another section down here to convert to an MP3. I'll do that a little bit later when I'm doing some music, but let me do only download. And it's going to tell me where do I put it. I'm going to put in my documents, my videos, and it's called Run Walter Run for this particular video. So I hit the download and it'll start downloading. It'll be pretty quick. You can see it's got the kilobytes and the percent. And so if you had an hour-long video, it would take definitely longer. But this is basically what the software does, and it says show in folder and play. So I'm gonna go show in the folder. And you can do multiple videos at once. And there it is right there. It's in my videos, and it's run. I know that's not focusing. Run Walter Run with the MP4. And I've got the GOM player, GOM, that runs my MP4s or runs a lot of my videos. I use it a lot because it's got a nice 10-second back and forward, and it should play. So I'm running this, you know, independent off my hard drive now, which is the goal of what I'm trying to get to. No, I don't want to update this. And I'm not sure why I got the split video there. That's kind of unique. Anyways, usually it comes out fine, and if I transfer this to another video thing, then it will work. I'm really perplexed by the split video today, but actually it downloaded as a split video. But I've got other ones out here. I got a full Nirvana concert, or you know, some of these others that I've downloaded. You see some of the MP3s and music that I've downloaded. So here's Flying Over the Mangroves, you know. So this is stuff that I've downloaded just using the FreeMake software, and this is how it usually comes out. So just to give you an example of that type of stuff. So that's how you can download content, videos from YouTube. So similar to the videos, you can also do music, which is handy because it makes an MP3 for you. And so I'm going to download a few videos. I'll do a Beyonce one here, but you don't have to do the video portion of it. Again, this is just showing it's the same software. I'm going to highlight the URL, copy it, switch over to the FreeMake software, and paste the URL. And it's just going to create another entry. I can get rid of the older ones because they're recursive. Now, when you do an MP3 conversion, it'll download pretty quick the video. I guess the quality, don't get afraid by the quality up here because it's going to convert it and eventually get an MP3. As a matter of fact, you can pick a lower one, it'll go a little faster. But when you do the convert to MP3, you can export to iTunes if you want. Of course, you can always buy stuff on iTunes too, but that might be more legal. But if you're doing a bunch of videos, this is just a quick way to get some music without having to, you know, tape it off the radio or whatever you want to do, or buy that stuff, or, you know, legally download it otherwise into a shared site. So this is going to go through the same thing. It's almost like it's doing the video, but it'll do a second pass and convert it to the MP3. And when it's converting it to an MP3, it takes a while. So let me let that one run a little bit. I'm not sure why it's hung up there. Always wonderful when it does it on YouTube. Yeah, there it is, converting to MP3. That actually takes quite a bit of time. So let me do another one over here. Let me just type in whatever, Rolling Stones, right? So we'll get some Rolling Stones. We'll just try to do a couple here. So as soon as that title comes up, you grab this, go over to the FreeMake. It's still working on the MP3 for Beyonce, and it's going to do the same type of thing. So you can just start banging off songs like this, convert to MP3. That's fine with me. Let me do that one, get that one started, make sure it starts at least, because it'll run 2 of these at a time, downloading. Of course, you're all sharing your bandwidth. Most internet connections, not a problem. There it is, pops it up. And let me do one more for the heck of it. something that I know that has some audio issues. Do have in its front. Let me paste that one. So you can keep adding these, and then you know, just let it run for an hour or whatever it needs to run. If you're doing, you know, hundreds of videos or hundreds of songs, you know, it'll all sit in queue and it'll get around to it when it does. Different sites have different speeds. So let me put this video on pause, and I'll tell you how long it takes to download and convert to MP3 these 3 songs. It's still working on the Beyonce song over there, and it's 23% complete, so we'll see how long it takes. So once I have a big collection of MP3s, there's another piece of software that's free also. I think I got it from snapfiles.com, and you can look just for, really looking for like an MP3 volume adjuster, or I got one called MP3 Gain Win, so for Windows. And so what you're trying to do here is, a lot of people have different recordings when you download these songs. They're all at a different volume or gain. So I'm going to launch the gain. It just sits in a directory here. Wait for that software to come up. I think I've got too many things running right this second. There we go. So let me add some files, and I'm just going to pick the ones that I put them in a directory so they're easy to find for me. And I've got about, I don't know, 10 songs here, and it's got a target normal value of 89. I found that to be a little soft when I got headphones on my Samsung Android phone, so I'm just going to go with a 93. Normalize it out here. But anyways, let me do a track analysis. You can see that they're going to go song by song. It's pretty quick relative when it does this, and it's going to figure out, you know, what the, sort of by analytically figures out, you know, what the high point of the song is or what the average is, and then figures out, you know, should it be boosting some of the, like amping it up or amping it down with the gain. And so let's see if it gets through the first song here, and what it will assign for a. I'm still downloading on the FreeMake on the other side, and I think my YouTube's running too, so a little processor challenged on this one if you had a fast computer, or you wait till you're not doing something. The first one the first one's volume was 87.6, so it needs a track gain of 6. So the first thing is do an analysis and then apply the gain. It'll do the same thing. It'll go through these songs and either adjust them up or down so they're pretty level in volume. The next one was 97.3, so it's got to come down in volume a bit, but that helps you out when you're playing them, and you know, you don't have to constantly adjust your volumes. So it's a nice little tool. It's something to do as an aftermarket. It only works on MP3s, not like videos. So if you're going to watch a bunch of videos, I still just adjust the volume up and down when I'm doing a bunch of videos. But usually MP3s, you got it in your, you know, you're at a party, or you got it in your iPod or whatever you got, you know, you're playing it in. You know, you don't want to be messing around or have it just come on from a soft song to a hard song randomly. So this is a good tool. It's free on Snap Files. Just look for MP3 Gain, or they have probably a bunch of equivalents that'll work just fine too, but all free. So that probably concludes the video on the tutorial on how to get stuff off YouTube and put it on your hard drive, and then transfer it to computers or to your phones or whatever you want to, wherever you want to play it at, when you either don't want to have a connection, or you don't want to spend the time in YouTube. Or you can even clip videos, like you've got a bunch of fail videos, you can clip them together over in Video Maker, right, you know, and sort of take out the ones that repeat, or just make your own collection of stuff. So a lot of handy things you can do. But most and foremost, it'll just always be on your hard drive. It'll be easy for you to find, and you can rename it to what you want, and organize them like you want, and you can watch those videos over again. It's also helpful if you're watching a series of videos. You can download them all, and if you're on a plane or whatever, you can sit there and watch an entire series of what people have put on YouTube, and you don't require that connection, and it doesn't bog up on speed. So lots of good reasons to do it, and this is one way to do it with the freeware. And hope you enjoy. See you.